Pokemon Go is saving the world and also kind of ruining it. Sort of. I think it's making it all for the better. Find out how on Nerdist News. Between its release at the end of last week and this morning, Pokemon Go has grown into a phenomenon, the likes of which we haven't seen since, well, pretty much the original Pokemon. The game has sent Nintendo shares shooting up 25%, which leaves me kicking myself in the ass. Why didn't I think ahead and buy some stock? A growth of $11 billion. Its $35 wearable add-on, the Pokemon Go Plus, sold out on the Nintendo Store almost immediately and is going for hundreds of dollars on eBay. Central Park has become a Poke traffic choke nightmare as people flood the area in search of Abras and Nidorans. And the game has even outpaced Tinder as one of the most installed mobile apps, meaning humans are choosing it over love itself. Everyone has Poki Fever, and even we here at the Nerdist offices spent the weekend bumping into strangers at museums, concert halls, public parks, movie theaters, and maybe some of us spent their birthday at the cemetery looking for ghost Pokemon. I don't know who that would be. But naturally, with a video game this huge driving fans out into the real world, some seriously crazy has been going down. For instance, there's the story of 19-year-old Shyla Wiggins, who set out to find some Pokemon in her hometown of Riverton, Wyoming the day Go released, only to immediately stumble upon a dead body. I was trying to catch a water Pokemon, said Wiggins, who ironically found the corpse in a river, but worry not, friends, she has no plans to stop playing. And then there's the issue of buildings that have been besieged by rabid Poke fans as they're suddenly transformed into gyms, like the litany of stores which have had to throw up Pokemon are for paying customers only signs. Or the Darwin police station in Australia, which had to warn players on Facebook that they couldn't just wander inside the newfound Pokestop looking for Pokeballs. Countdown to Darwin Poke fans committing small-time felonies to get that sweet, sweet loot. Or how about the bizarre number of churches marked as gyms, including the infamously hateful Westboro Baptist Church, which is currently run by an unstoppable Clefairy named Love is Love. Oh, hell yeah. That is good. Of course, the WBC is trying to fight back with their own Pokemon, claiming on Twitter that they've recruited a Jigglypuff to do battle with the sodomite Clefairy. I literally cannot roll my eyes hard enough. No. But not everyone is against having their spot blown up by budding young trainers. In North Carolina, the Durham Bulls Athletic Park will open its doors Tuesday exclusively to Pokemon Go fans for the low price of $5, roughly $5 more than it costs to get the game. I should mention, players can enter the stadium for 2 hours and catch as many Pokemon as their hearts desire. This because the general manager for the Bulls, Mike Burling, noticed that the building was a hotspot for Pokemon. Smart! And an interesting precedent for the future of the game. In fact, lots of people are trying to cash in on Pokemon Go, with the expected reports of sore legs and tired feet from gamers who haven't been forced to exercise in decades. There are already ads popping up all over the internet for Uber-like Pokemon Go ride services. For the low price of $20 to $30 a person, budding entrepreneurs all over the country will happily drive you from Pokestop to Pokegem without having to break a sweat. Heck, some are even offering free Wi-Fi, chargers, and snacks. Snacks, people! But of course, be careful out there, young trainers. There have already been reports of armed robbers using the game's geolocation features to track down lone players in secluded locations and take their stuff. Enough that police in Missouri have had to put out an actual warning to play safe. Don't travel alone, dudes and dudettes, and follow that intense Gyarados warning at the top of the game. Be aware of your surroundings. But tell me, what do you guys think about Pokemon Go so far? Are you losing your mind with joy, disappointed that the game still doesn't have the trading or battling features we were promised in that first trailer? Or are you disappointed, like some of us, that you keep getting kicked out by the servers? Or you find that rare Pokemon only to capture it in a Pokeball and your freezes and then it doesn't register? What do you think about that? What's the coolest or weirdest thing that's happened to you on your adventures so far? Let's discuss. And don't miss the OG Nerdist himself, Chris Hardwick, Hunt Giants with Jonah Ray, and Critical Role's Dungeon Master Matt Mercer. The epic video is based on the new D&D storyline Storm King's Thunder, and it is awesome. Check it out over at Nerdist.com.